All right, what's going on, everyone? Well, it has been a hot minute since I've uploaded anything to this channel. Mainly due to my new job. If you guys remember from my last video, which I believe was the brake piston videos and the new boots for the rubber seals and whatnot. Just been super busy at work. Anyways, finally have a day off, and well, let me show you why. Alright, so well, here in Houston we finally have some snow, and as for, well, probably the most of you, this isn't a very big deal, but here in Houston we are just not prepared for this type of weather. So we finally have a day off. I'm going to take full advantage, and as you can tell from the thumbnail and title, I'm going to be working on the GR Corolla today. Alright, so I have myself here a set of Seacraft Performance Sequential taillights for the GR Corolla, possibly even the regular Corollas. I believe they use the same taillights. I have the smoked version. I didn't opt for the clear because, well, I just really wasn't sure how it was going to look against the blue. This is roughly how they look like. They are basically just straight plug-and-play taillights, inner and outers, which you see here are wrapped up very nicely, actually. Let me... Oops, sorry. Let's go ahead and pull this out. This looks like the driver's side, outside. Very cool. Yeah, real basic, straight plug and play. I believe I do have to plug one of these harnesses into here. They come unplugged out of the box for whatever reason. And then from there, you just plug it into the factory harness. But yeah, let's just go ahead and start tearing up the trunk and get these installed. Alright, so I guess first and foremost, obviously open your trunk, then you want to go ahead and pull these off. Just be careful, these clips are very, very brittle. Just kind of pull up and away. Hands are freezing right now. And just like that, pull that off. As you can see, taking this off quite a few times. A little mangled, but overall not too bad. You're going to take two 10mm bolts off, and then from there, just pull the tail light towards you. Okay, next up, I was hoping I could get this done without doing it, but it looks like it has to be done just like when I did my rear bumper LED lights. You guys gonna have to do the same thing. Two 10mm right here for those hooks that are holding this piece in place. Then just go ahead and pull up. Then go ahead and take two tabs out of this one. Tab here, and well, I guess there is no tab here. Maybe oh no, it just doesn't look like there's a hole. Anyways, just pull these to the side. Be careful because I didn't want to take it all the way off. Just don't bend it or rip it. Then you're going to go ahead and take this connector right here, unplug it, then you can pull this tail light out. And then for all the tracking videos, this is my anti-gravity battery, which I will explain and update on that a little bit later on in the video, but for right now this is the main focus. So what I did was I cut the zip tie off, and then I plugged the harness plug that was right here into here. I don't know why it comes separate, but hopefully that is the right thing to do according to a video I watched of somebody else installing these. So from here, all I have to do is just snake this harness through the factory one and then plug it into there, and then theoretically this side should be done. Okay, so phone is actually way too cold to be working for whatever reason, but once you get the wire harness snaked through, make sure you seal that grommet. Just go ahead and push this back in, connect the taillight harness to the factory harness, and then for this right here, this is going to connect to the inner one taillight, which I'll show you how to take off here in a second. And then from there, that's probably going to be the hardest part of the install. So let me just go ahead and start on that. But first, what you're going to want to do is you're going to take a pry tool, go ahead and stick it in here, and just start prying until all of this pops off so you can have access to this whole area. So I'll be right back. Okay, constantly having to reboot my phone is starting to get a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. So from here, you just take these two 10mm off. There's also another 10mm right in there, so you are going to need an extension. Unplug the taillight clip from right here, and then from there we should theoretically just start to peel off this taillight, and then I will go ahead and replace it with the inner sequential one. All right, so once you put the taillight back on, just go ahead and snug down these 10 millimeters. Remember, don't over tighten them. They're just 10 millimeters, and the trunk itself is plastic. Once you snake the wire harness through, go ahead, plug it back into the factory, and this is where the hardest part of the install is going to be, in my opinion. You're going to take this connector, which daisy chains the outer tail light or the inner tail lights to the outer tail lights, which gives you that nice sequential swoop that you saw in the beginning of the video. They do provide these extra, what is it, extenders, harness, whatever. The hardest part of the video is obviously going to be just snaking it in from here all the way over here into this grommet, into here, then obviously the other side into here, and then we're gonna have to like obviously try to figure out a way to like snake it down to here. So let me try to figure out what I can do, because I don't have one of those little snake things where I can just like pull it through and whatever. I might have to figure something out. Okay, a quick update. It has literally been 3 hours trying to figure this out. So what I did was, this is able to pry off a little bit. You just push it back in to clip it in. So it basically fed in one side, slowly fed it through all the way here, wrapped it out to right here. This will be the one that plugs into the inner tail light. Obviously, you're going to want to make sure that the female side is the one that's going to be up here by the tail light, and that the male side is going to be the one that goes down into here. But as of right now, I finally got one through. I'm going to fish it through this way, get it into the headliner, fish it all the way down here. So that was 3 hours on one side, but now that I know what to do, I already got partially this one in. So as you can see, I start to feed it up through right here, and then got it out right here. Now I got to feed the male end through here, and then come in through here. And then I'm not gonna lie, I had my daughter with her very skinny hands just kind of reach in there and grab it. So let me try that again. Okay, since I knew what to do with this side literally took all of 10 minutes. I guess the most part of it, the 3 hours, is trying to figure out how to work it. You definitely got to be careful with this thing. Once you're all done, just go ahead and pop it back in. Make sure that's good. And then from here, I am going to feed it into here. And then I'm going to route it through here. And then from there, I'm going to get it from underneath here. And then from there, route one down to there, route one down to there. So yeah, let me, as of right now, I have it fed through here. Now I'm going to try to feed it through right here, and then get it through the top of the car. So got to take these clips out as well. All right, one side down. This off, this off, and voila. Before and after. Actually not too bad. It looks relatively stock with the smoked version, because it does still have that red piece. I do wish it was a little bit more pronounced, like this red, this cherry red. But this still, overall, not too bad. Let me go ahead and get a quick startup so you can see the startup module. All right, so now that I have everything tucked back in, I do still need to put up the little push pins for the headliner, but I got all this sorted out. If you guys remember my dash cam video, it's not real simple. It's definitely not as hard as trying to figure out where to route it to, but definitely pretty hard to try to squeeze those bulkhead connectors through here to get down into here and then route it out. Anyways, now the easy part, I'm just going to go ahead and replace the taillights. 10 millimeters there, two 10 millimeters there, and then two 10 millimeters there. And then we'll just go ahead and pull these off, plug it in, because I already do have the second wire routed, which thank God I do. Anyways, see you later, factory taillights. All right, and there you have it, the smoked versions of the Craftic Performance taillights. I think I prefer these much over the clears. I saw somebody post clear on the Blue Flame GR Corolla. I wasn't feeling it. Here is a shot of that right there, just in case you guys do think it looks a little bit better. Let me know. Smoked, clear, or stock. Anyways, let me go ahead and wait till it turns nighttime. Let me go enjoy some of this snow before it starts melting away. Like I said, we here in Houston do not get this very often. It's like once every 20 or 30 years or something like that, to where we get this much snow. So I will see you guys at nighttime.